What is up, my ARK survivors? This is Alcarin,
And this is Lucy.
bringing another amazing episode of
Scorched Modded.
Oh my god, oh my god. So, Lucy, what are we trying to accomplish today?
The unaccomplishable. Getting levels fast on Scorched Earth.
What? There's a way to power level on Scorched Earth without any special mods or anything like that?
Yes, and I leveled my bird, my level 108 bird, probably an hour.
Now, keep in mind, I'm going to throw this disclaimer out there. We do run boosted rates, 15x experience, so your results may vary as far as what you get, but yes, this is probably the fastest way to level dinosaurs, regardless of your rates, on Scorched Earth, with or without mods. Now, again, if you have an alchemy table or something like that in a mod, that might change it. But without any special mod deal, I think this is the fastest way.
Absolutely, and now we're going to take one of the chosen ones out to go level up. Which one, Alcarin?
Well, let me take a look at beast mode real quick. He's healing up. He's at 27k or 25 27k from the last session, and then we have Goliath, which we tamed up yesterday using a trap. If you haven't seen our video on how to do that, check it out. Easy goaling taming, you'll be able to see it. I'm looking. He only has 8,000 hit points, so he's a little bit weaker, but he would get the most levels.
I think for him, he might be one that we have to do some rocks first. Just so you know, what we are doing is dangerous, so you may want to get him just a couple levels before you get out there.
Yeah, get to like 1,000 melee, get to at least 10 or 11,000 hit points. Now, again, it can be done with only 5 or 6,000 hit points. It's not that you're going to die with a rock golem on a death worm. But it's the trip back, sometimes you'll get jumped by a bunch of mantises, and they can hurt your golem, and they can kill it. So it's best to bring something that's a little bit tough. Also, golems heal extremely slow, and they can't be force-fed, or they can be force-fed rocks or sulfur or meat, but they just don't heal up that quickly, so it just doesn't really help. So it's like a set it and forget it type situation.
You gave it away what our secret is, Alcarin.
What?
Why would you do such a thing?
Alright, pick me up there, Lucy. Let's get this shows on the road.
Which one did you pick? Oh, got him following?
Yeah, I do. Oh,
okay.
I do need to get some more water, but we'll get it. Let's hit the green obelisk. Because I know we're going to need water for this trip.
Yes, and this is a little trick. Do not carry your golem out, or do not ride your golem out there, or you will cry.
Yeah, because they have stamina. You know, they run out of stamina quickly, and this way it's just better to have them follow, similar to a Giga.
Go ahead and whistle for him not to follow us, and we'll come back and get him.
All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and cut camera right here. I'm going to get some water, and we're going to meet you out in the desert when we find a death worm. See you guys on the flip side. And we're back! So we're being carried. I'm being carried. We're luring out the golem. Lucy's driving. Lucy, do you want to explain the trick that we discussed before we find that death worm?
Absolutely. So what you're going to want to do is, first off, it's the upper right-hand corner of the map, usually about 1290. Once you get close over there, you're going to want to kind of just skim the sand like so. And this will go ahead and activate any of the death worms that are in the ground and make you look delicious. So Alcarin's pretty much my bait.
Exactly. They're well said there, Lucy. So basically, also another thing I've heard from some of my colleagues, and I don't know if it's true or not. Please leave a comment down there if what I'm saying is not completely accurate. But oh my God, there's a mantis coming after me. Hopefully we can get away from it. So basically, what they're explaining to me is like the longer you're out in the desert, I guess the more death worms activate. I don't know if that's true. Is it?
I don't know. It doesn't feel true. Also, if you guys want to know how to get smitting paste, how to get chitin, prey mantises are it 1,000,000%, 100% come to the desert.
Exactly. Golems are great for harvesting that if you get their melee up. Argentavises are good for it. I hear mantises are good for it. The tools don't seem to matter, whether you put a hatchet in their hand or not. I guess they seem to do better without the tools in their hand. Again, we haven't found high quality tools on this map yet, so I don't know if they exist. But you still, I mean, when you're out harvesting mantises, you still want to hit, you know, the centipedes. You still want to hit the scorpions. You still want to hit the bugs. They're going to give less chitin, but I mean, chitin's chitin. And chitin stone is the best way to get. I think it's the only way to get paste on Scorched Earth. There's no frog tactics or anything like that.
Absolutely. And developers, I do have a question for you. How come the desert drops are for the ocean? Could we maybe have something for Scorched Earth instead of water, like scuba sets and Moza gear?
Exactly. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to cut here, and we will come back when we find a death worm. See you on the flip side. And we're back! Now, Lucy found the death worm, and she's keeping it distracted as I slowly work my way up there. Where are you there, Lucy? I'm trying to find you.
I'm just over the dune. Over the dune. And you can tell when it's there when it gives like ripples in the ground.
I can see them. I can see the lip ripples in the distance there.
Oh, I'm nervous.
Now, I need to stand up before I start fighting this. So if you can distract it a little bit, just keep it engaged. Before I get it. That's coming right at me. No, is it? Is it coming at me?
I don't know. It like keeps like.
I'm ready. Let's do this. Boom! Boom! Oh yeah, it's kind of scary looking, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah.
Now this golem, to be fair, is a little leveled up. It can easily take down death worms. When you're bringing in your brand new golem, it's not going to take them out quite as easily. Oh, what did it drop there, Lucy?
Oh, well, and that's another thing. They drop their packs. Instead of getting it off and looting it, you actually have to get it out of the pack. And you're going to want those horns for those pre-mantises.
Yeah, I see death worm horns, black pearls, polymer, and leech blood, which is all very useful.
So, is it a worm or is it a leech? I think we got our question answered.
So let's see. Now this is a level 233 golem, and I've gotten at least one level. Let's see how many levels I got out of this total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 8 levels. So keep in mind this guy's been leveled up a bit. If you bring in a fresh new dinosaur, it's probably going to get like 20 levels or something. But I mean, come on, 8 levels per death worm. It took us maybe 5 or 10 minutes to go out and find one. Lucy, do you want to kind of tell us how you sniffed it out?
Yeah, I sniffed it out by Alcarin saying, I think I saw something on the ground. Go check it out. But what I did is I just lure myself along the ground and I kind of just hang out. And it's really hard with the glaring light. So I usually go to the light and then turn around, and then you can kind of have a better view with the sun behind you. Also,
pro tip, wear desert gear when coming out here. It's huge. Raise your fortitude. We run Plvl 400, so stacking 100 fortitude is very easy later on when you cap. However, for those of you that can't stack fortitude, stack as much as you can. Definitely bring at least 1 canteen of water and, I don't know, stacks of berries or food, and bring a tent. Very important for those sandstorms, the sun-scorched, what is it, the sunstorms? What do you want to call them?
The heat waves.
Heat waves. And electrical storms don't seem to be much of a problem.
Another thing you definitely want to do, second set of desert armor, because vultures, I'm sorry, it has to be said, they're bitches.
So vultures, they have a tendency to attack the rider and not the dinosaur. Meaning, like a Dimorphodon, and they just come after the rider and they will just one-shot your armor, at least on our server. Maybe 2-shot it, your armor's gone. The elements will kill you most likely before the death worms. If the not the death worms, the vultures, if the vultures don't get you first. So, I think that's about it for this episode. What do you think there, Lucy?
I think this was a perfect episode.
So, death worm hunting, awesome. Oh, one more thing before we close it up. You don't have to use a golem. We've killed death worms with Argentavises. I'm sure you can do it with a wyvern. Now, if you're trying to power level like a service animal, like a Dio or an Anki, or basically get a wyvern, get something that can carry it, like carry it with a wyvern, and then have somebody else kill it while you're in the area, you'll get shared experience on your gathering dino. I don't suggest killing the death worm directly with your Anki.
If you do, please post the video and link it to us, because we'd love to watch that.
Because, from my experience, I think death worms hit the hardest. And also, stay tuned for an alpha wyvern killing episode guide. See you guys in the next video. Peace.
And don't forget, guys, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. Peace out.
Peace.